Live from FedEx Forum, this is The Odds Couple on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Hello, good people.
Hey! We
Welcome.
literally took it up right to the very
Right
end
there.
before Fish started. Yeah.
We're professionals.
Welcome to The Odds Couple. It is Chapter 6, Week 18, and it's a big week. The Shield Week has already begun.
Yeah.
We got bowl games, SEC bowl
Bowls.
games that are coming up that we'll get into. We're a little less than a week away from the playoff resuming in college football. And what else we got that we're going to talk about today? Some other bowl games. There's a bowl game going on right now. Pittsburgh and Toledo are
6
battling.
to 2.
It's 9-6, I believe.
No,
now.
12 to 6 now.
12-6.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh leading.
It's on in there.
Yeah. Go Toledo. Go Toledo.
The
Today.
Mud Hens.
Yeah. The Mud Hens.
Wait, no, that's the baseball
That's
team. They're the
baseball, yeah.
Rockets.
I
They're
thought
the
that was
Rockets.
Tony Allen's podcast. Oh, that's Out the Mud.
That's out the mud. That's out the mud. Yeah, so we'll discuss the bowl games. We'll discuss the weekend in the Shield. We got Fish Nuggets. Our top 5 today are coaches in the college football playoff. Coaches in the college football playoff. One of us did not do the
Yeah, I
assignment
saw
correctly.
that. As soon as I saw you text it, I was like, oh. Wasn't me.
So we'll discuss that coming up on the show. And then we got picks and free picks for you before we get out of here today on The Odds Couple. Lang Whitaker to my left. Hello, Lang Whitaker. How are you?
Hey, Rob.
How are you?
I'm well.
Good.
How are you? Yeah.
How was your Christmas? Good.
It was great. I learned something this week that, should we introduce Roser first?
Yeah, let's introduce Roser, and then we'll talk about our Christmas
John Roser
celebrations. Hello, Roser. How are you?
Hello, Fish. Hello, Lang. How are you?
Doing well, man. Doing
Yeah,
really
I'm
well.
great.
This is AI Roser. He's
Yeah,
just in
I'm
that-
great. I'm doing great.
He's in that cubicle all day. It's just all AI.
Dude, I
now.
have been. It's cool, though. Yeah, we're great.
Great.
Good Christmas, you know.
All right.
Got
Well,
a game tonight. Go Grizz.
What I learned
Go
this
Grizz.
week is like people still can't turn off the sports stuff, even in the midst of the holidays, in the midst of Christmas,
Yeah.
everything. On Christmas Eve, we went to the church service, and they were doing the.
Where'd you, to the, it's,
went to our church service.
Okay, we're in the South, Lang. There's a
And
lot
they
of
were-
them going on.
They were
Christmas
doing.
Eve.
There's lots of the church services, and they were doing communion at the end of it, and I'm up there, and they come by and they give you the wafer, and they're like, "This is the body of Christ," and we're kneeling down, we're quiet, and then the other guy comes along with the cup, and he says, "The blood of Christ," and as he comes over to me, he goes, "Go Grizz."
yeah, go Grizz.
And I was like, whoa, wait, like that really took me out
Yeah.
of the thing.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know the guy, and I was like, this is kind of strange. So I take the thing and dip it in there, and he goes, we love you on the broadcasts. And I said, thank you.
Thank you.
Took the communion.
Amen.
Even
Blood
in
of
the midst of
Christ.
everything, and even yesterday, all day long, sports was on my TV.
Yeah. Monday on the show, you told the story about the basketball hoop.
Oh, I told it on the show. I forgot.
Yeah, that the basketball hoop that you ordered for your son hadn't arrived yet.
Yeah.
So what ultimately happened?
We ended up with two basketball goals.
of course.
Yeah. But so he got a basketball goal for
Good.
Christmas. Yeah. And there's still another one in my garage that I gotta return and say that I think there's a defective part of this.
So you bought one as an emergency, and then the one ended up showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the emergency one was nicer than the original one, so we just kept the emergency one.
Yeah.
All right. Roser, good Christmas?
Yeah, good Christmas. We're going to see Creed. We're going to
Nice.
see Creed at FedEx Forum. That's not till next July. We're going to. It was a concert. It is a Christmas of giving concert tickets because I'm going to see Creed. I got my mom tickets to see Bonnie Raitt at the Orpheum.
Nice.
So yeah.
I have a gift for Roser.
Oh, yeah?
I will give you Scott Stapp's cell phone number.
Awesome.
I have it.
Like, is it actually his?
Yeah, it works.
Still his number?
Yes. I
Why
was given
did
it about
you-
a year ago. He was at a Grizzly game, remember?
Oh yeah, he was. He was.
And I was told to connect with them, and I did, but his son was cheering for the other team, so it didn't.
It's a tough one. It's a
But,
tough one.
But
I
that's my gift
hate
to you.
I hate that their concert. I believe it's on a Sunday. I hate that because I wish it was because I want to use the Zach Myers connection to get Scott Stapp in studio. With
Maybe he'll be
Chris.
here on Monday.
Maybe they will be.
Are they doing like a full tour? Is it?
It's the Summer of '99 tour, Lang.
Oh my!
It's the Summer of '99 in 2025.
Who's with them? Who's with?
Three Doors Down. Yeah. If I go crazy, will
Yeah,
you still call me
Superman, yeah.
Superman? And then a bunch of other songs that you could see in various American Pie movies. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. I got some Jaw 2s. Very
Which
excited
ones?
about that. In the Woods.
Yeah,
The In the
those are
Woods.
the ones you wanted.
Yeah, yeah.
Did
Yeah.
the Giftster thing work out?
I got 2 of the 4 things I wanted.
All right.
So,
But you got other things that you didn't want.
correct.
Yeah.
But I got the Jaw 2s. I also got another pair of shoes like to wear with my suits, which are really nice. They're red, which it's cool. So I like those, and it was great. I got up to St. Louis for a day, got to hang out with the family for a day, and so that was nice. And then came right back, and here we are.
I submitted a list of 6 different pairs of shoes I would like.
Yep.
I'll take any one of these.
And
I got 2 pairs of shoes, none of the 6. So
well, that's all right. We can,
it is what it is.
yeah, we can just go ahead and go buy those.
Yeah.
All right, here's what we got coming up this weekend. We got SEC bowl games. The SEC getting involved in the bowl action, and it starts off on Friday with Oklahoma and Navy. Oklahoma a 3-point favorite over Navy in the Armed Forces Bowl. Vanderbilt a 2.5-point dog to Georgia Tech in the Birmingham Bowl. Arkansas a 1.5 favorite here in the Liberty Bowl over Texas Tech. USC is a 3.5-point dog to Texas A&M in the Las Vegas Bowl, and Missouri a 3-point favorite against Iowa in the Music City Bowl in Nashville. Any of those tickle your fancy?
The one that I'm curious about is that Georgia Tech Vanderbilt game because we know Pavia is coming back
Right.
for another year at Vanderbilt because he sued the NCAA and
Right.
all that. So it made me wonder if like that would change the line, like because maybe previously you thought, maybe he'll opt out, get ready for whatever's in his NFL or whatever. But now he's going to come back. So I thought maybe it would swing more toward Vandy, but it hasn't. It's stuck at 2.5, 3 points.
Yeah.
The last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Roser, any of them stand out to you?
No.
No?
No, not really.
You're kind of Bulls you don't care about any of the Bulls now?
I do not care about any of them.
Because of the playoffs?
Yeah. I didn't care last year, though. Like, I don't. Like, they don't. Way too many opt-outs. So, like, it's like preseason sports. If they don't care, why do I care?
Yeah.
Like,
That is the big...
It is, like, if they... Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people will say, you'll have the argument of the Bulls don't matter, especially with the playoff. The Bulls don't matter. I don't believe in that. I think the Bulls do matter for the people who are in the Bulls. But the real problem is what you just said, Roser.
Yeah.
So many kids that are opting out now with the transfer portal that...
The players we know aren't playing in them.
I mean, you had a game last week where one of the teams was without 25 dudes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's... and we're supposed to watch, and it's supposed to be competitive.
Right.
I mean, I'm going to bet it, but I'm going to bet against them.
But what are they going to do? Just get rid of the bowl games? Like, I don't know how you fix it.
No, but shouldn't maybe the calendar needs to change?
To what?
Like open the portal January 2nd.
Yeah, but I, from what I understand, the portal opens when it opens because it's based on the academic calendar, right?
Well, screw the academic calendar. That doesn't matter anime.
I sort of feel that
Right.
way.
When's the last Prop 48 you heard of?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, nobody... Yeah. Let's be real here.
I think the Liberty Bowl's decent with Arkansas
I do
1.5
too.
over Texas Tech, and that total of 51.5 could be a high-scoring affair.
Yeah, go Hogs.
Yeah, go Hogs. That'll be fun. I just saw the band outside the arena.
Yeah, the parade's about to start.
They were at the
parade-
game the other night.
Yeah.
Arkansas and Texas Tech were at the Grizzly game.
Yeah.
So that was cool. I think A&M and USC is interesting. Is A&M? They got hit by the portal. How good's A&M? I think that was a question we asked most of the year.
No, y'all told me they were great all year.
No, we
All
didn't.
I
year.
didn't.
I don't think any of us told you they were great.
Oh, they've had great players forever. They've always had top 5 recruiting classes. Now they have a real coach.
Well, what did they go? 10-2,
8-4.
8-4. Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
See?
that's just another 8-4. That's what Kevin Sumlin used
Yeah,
to do.
that's like anybody can do that. I could coach them to 8-4 with that thing, that recruiting class.
So why are they 3.5 point favorite over USC?
Yeah, I
What's
don't know.
Lincoln Riley doing?
Yeah, they lost 3 of their last 4. Their losses, look, they probably should have been 9-3. They lost to Notre Dame, who's number 7. They lost to Texas, who's number 3. Those are totally fine losses. They got killed by South Carolina at South Carolina. South Carolina was a good team.
Yep.
So that's totally fine. It's the 4 overtime 43-41 loss to Auburn.
Yeah.
That's a stinker.
That was a stinker. No
And they only scored 7 points against Texas. Like, it wasn't like they competed, you know.
No.
Yeah. All right. Well, looking forward to those. We're going to talk more about those actually in Pick It or Park It coming up here in our next segment. But of course, we have the college football playoff going on as well, and that will resume next Wednesday. We'll talk more about the college football playoff on the Monday edition of the Odds Couple.
We're not doing one Monday.
Oh, we're not doing one Monday.
No.
Well, maybe we should talk about it right now.
Monday we're
let's
doing
do
the
it.
off couple.
The off couple. Yeah, we're off Monday. That's
Yeah.
right. You got Notre Dame, Georgia, Boise State, Penn State, Texas, Arizona State, Oregon, and Ohio State. The most intriguing game being, of course, Oregon-Ohio State, right?
I think it's a good one. Yeah. I mean, I'm tuning in for Georgia Notre Dame. of
Sure.
course, yeah. But I think that Oregon-Ohio State's got to be the 2 best teams. If Ohio State plays the way they played against Tennessee, yes.
Before last Saturday, or before, when was the first playoff game? When did they play? Saturday?
I don't even know what day today is.
Today's Thursday. I think they played
It's
Saturday.
been crazy.
It was last Friday was the Indiana Notre Dame, and then Saturday
okay.
was the other.
Saturday
were
were
the other 3. Yeah.
Ohio State. We talked about it last week. Ohio State. Before that game, I would have said Oregon against Ohio State. I would pick Oregon again because I think they're the best team, and they've shown
Yeah.
all season that they're the best team in college football. But then we saw Ohio State play last Saturday.
And Ohio State's they have not looked like that all year. They have not, they were throwing the ball on first down. They were throwing the ball down the field, letting Egbuka and Jeremiah Smith, yeah, man, you've got great athletes. Like Ryan
making
Day is
plays
recruiting
on
amazing. And
defense.
you're letting those offensive guys, you're spreading it open. That, which has not been what Chip Kelly does. Chip Kelly wants to run the ball, and they want to prove they're a tough football team, and they wanted to prove that's how we can play like Michigan plays, and then they lost to Michigan trying to do that when they really needed to play the way Ohio State plays, which is Ryan Day is always they play wide open, and they did that, and they have not looked like that all year. And if that's the Ohio State team, they're going to play like that. It's the best team in the country.
Well, Chip Kelly too, but also Will Howard. He was not great. Every time I watched him during the season, he looked more like
Yeah.
Mo Howard. And then he comes out in this game. That's a deep cut for you.
was
Then he
good.
comes out in this game and he's throwing the ball down the field and hitting dimes 45 yards into the end zone. He looked awesome.
Yeah.
So if he plays like that, if the whole team plays the way that, maybe they only had one of these games in them.
Right. That could be the thing. Maybe they only got one of them in them. And now that Dan Lanning, they've seen it. They've seen it on film now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Georgia Notre Dame, the other one that's expected to be a great football game. Georgia fans fine with Scooter McGat. What's his name?
Gunnar Stockton?
Gunnar Stockton.
Yes.
We're good. We're good with Gunnar.
Yeah, look, Carson Beck teased us all season long, and I think we just want a little certainty. The thing is, Gunnar Stockton, as great as he was when he came in the Texas game in the SEC championship, he threw a pick too down the stretch. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
The one thing I would say is they've had 3 weeks now to game plan for Gunnar Stockton because he plays a little differently than Carson Beck. He's not a pocket passer as much. In high school, he broke all of Deshaun Watson's rushing records for the state of Georgia, and he broke all of Trevor Lawrence's passing records for the state of Georgia. He's like a real dual threat quarterback, and I think you saw Carson Beck toward the end of the year start to run a little more. Stockton's going to be ready to run. Now they've had 3 weeks to actually put plays in for him and put in an offense that better suits him. And I think that's probably going to be helpful. I know all the Notre Dame fans keep talking about how they lost their defensive tackle, got hurt in the game. Okay, yes. And I'm like, well, we lost our starting quarterback.
Right.
I think that's, it's pretty equal to me, if not probably tougher for Georgia. The one thing I could guess is maybe Notre Dame's not able to stop the run as much if they're missing their defensive tackle. And Georgia's going to be able, now that we've got more guys healthy in the running backs, to be able to run the ball a little more.
Yeah. Roser, out of Arizona State and Boise State, either one have a chance?
Boise might. I don't think so. But
They're
they,
an 11-point underdog.
yeah, I don't think so. I don't think either one of them do.
Either one of them?
No.
Lang, either one of them?
No. Maybe I'd go Arizona State.
I'm saying Arizona State only because I've watched Arizona State a lot
I did
this
too,
year.
and they played for Dillingham's a good coach.
He's
he
a good
fired
coach.
those guys up. Yeah,
They cover, they win. I mean, and Scadaboo is a fun player to watch.
It'd be cool.
I mean,
would be
look,
really
Texas
cool.
and Penn State, neither one of them, you look at them and be like, oh, these are offensive powerhouses, right? You know, like Texas struggled against Georgia their last game, and we've seen Texas throughout the season have tough games where they have to like fight it out.
Yeah.
And Penn State's the same way. It's like, I mean, you could say this with Boise State, if they're running the ball, the problem with SMU with Penn State is they kept turning the ball over and giving the ball to Penn State, giving them free points. At least if Boise State's running the ball, maybe they're not just handing the ball over to Penn State, because Penn State was having to punt the ball on offense. They were just getting scores on defense.
Put 2 pick sixes.
Yeah, so maybe Boise State's able to just keep things under control a little more.
Yeah. All right, we got NFL game tonight. The week continues in the NFL season, in the NFL week.
This is weird.
It continues
This
because
feels like NFL every night.
yeah, it started yesterday with the Chiefs and the Ravens both winning. Tonight we got the Seahawks and the Bears in Chicago. Seattle a 4-point favorite over Chicago, total at 42.5. 9 of the last 11 meetings have gone over. Seattle 4-1 against the spread on the road. Chicago, their last 11 at home, surprisingly, they're 8-2-1 against the spread.
Yeah.
What do you think? Pick
I'll
it,
take
Parker?
Seattle.
Take
I'll pick
Seattle?
it. Yeah.
Well, they
out on Chicago.
didn't cover on Sunday at home.
They didn't cover last week.
Yeah, which called that one. I would probably. I hate laying points with Geno Smith on the road. I hate doing that, but I feel like the Bears have quit the season.
I think so, too.
Like, I just feel like they've quit the season.
It's a miserable downfall.
And Seattle still has stuff to play for. Like, they still have things to play for. So I would lay the 4 with Seattle.
Yeah, I would lay the 4 with Seattle as well. I'm also going the under 42.5. Under 42.5.
And 4 feels like we're making it 4. So we're not even going to do 3.5. We're going to make it 4. We're begging you to please take the Bears. Please take the Bears. Please take the Bears.
Yeah.
And so you just
take Seattle.
Take Seattle.
Absolutely.
Take Seattle. There's
right.
a couple of these 3.5, 4 spreads this week where it's like it's trying to make you think, but you really don't need to think about it.
Yeah.
One of them I have a pick on.
All right. So
I'll sit it out when we get to it. I doubt we're going to get to it. Let me see. No, we're not even getting to it.
Let's take a break here on the Odds Couple. When we come back, we'll look at the weekend of SEC bowl action and other bowl action around the country. We'll do that when we return. And then coming up, we'll talk some NFL. We got the top 5 coaches in the college football playoff. Then we got picks and free picks. It's all ahead here on the Odds Couple on Grind City Media.
Get the squad together for this year's Junior Grizzlies 3-on-3 tournament, presented by 2K at the Built Ford Tough practice facility inside FedEx Forum. On Saturday, January 4th, teams will compete in 3 games before advancing to single elimination play. Overall winners from the 10 and under, 12 and under, and 14 and under divisions will win Grizzlies tickets, including exclusive access to the pregame team shoot-around before the Grizz take on the Pelicans January 24th. Sign up today at hoopitup.com/Grizzlies.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GBWR.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals takes it straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Ring in the new year at Southland Casino Hotel to win your share of over $100,000 in free play, cash, or a 2025 Lexus. On New Year's Eve, we're turning up the energy with incredible entertainment. Dance the night away to the beats of DJ Epic, Jerome Chisholm, and the M-Town Band, and an electrifying performance from Troy Laz. There's only one place to win when the clock strikes midnight, Southland Casino Hotel.
Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Welcome back to The Odds Couple on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Welcome back, everybody, to The Odds Couple. No CJ Hurt today. He's out today and from the program.
He's in Loserville.
Yeah.
Because he's already 0-2 on his picks this week. We got to make
We've
up.
never had someone
That's
0-2 before we start.
Yeah, I know.
Out to pick,
He's
they-
already
there's
0-2
already
because
two
he
red
had
X's.
he had Christmas picks.
Yeah, he had Christmas picks and did not hit him. 0-2 start for CJ on the picks this week. We'll have our picks coming up a little bit later on. We'll have our top 5 coming up as well. Plus, we'll talk a little Shield in our next segment. But want to pick or park some of the bowl games coming up here in the next week, including the SEC games. Oklahoma, a 3-point favorite against Navy, total 43.5. Navy 8-3 against the spread their last 11. Oklahoma 5-1 against the spread against AAC opponents. Lang, this is where I ask you, does it just mean more?
Oh, yes.
So even though Oklahoma's not very good.
Their quarterback's all right. Hawkins,
Yeah.
you know, he played. We saw him play during the regular season. Was it the Tennessee game when they had to bench Jackson Arnold and they brought it? Yeah, he
Right.
was good. I think he can run the ball against Navy and move the ball a little bit, and they'll be all right.
So you're going to pick Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'm taking Oklahoma.
All right. Rose, are you going to pick or park?
I'm not touching up one of these bowl games.
Any of them?
Nah, I don't want to touch them.
All right. This is going to be a great segment. Vanderbilt plus 2.5 against Georgia Tech. Total in this one is 51.5. Vanderbilt, 6 of their last 7 have gone under. Georgia Tech, 10 of their last 14 have gone under.
So I do have one. Okay, so what's the line in this one?
It's Georgia Tech favored by 2.5.
Against who
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt. Haynes King playing?
I don't know.
Okay, because I know they're that awesome wide receiver, Singleton.
He's transferred.
He transferred to Auburn. He was the dude who was. I was like, holy crap, who is this awesome receiver for Georgia Tech when I was watching the Georgia game, you know, when they played y'all in that, 9 overtime game or whatever. So that kid's not
Haynes
there.
King's playing.
Haynes King is playing. Yeah, that totally staying away.
I haven't thought about leaving, he said.
Said he hadn't thought about it.
All right.
Okay. Well, if you say that, then you've
But
thought about
Pavia is
it.
playing for Vandy.
Yeah, no, I'm not touching this game. Did Pavia get another year?
Yes, he sued and got another year. He got
Yeah.
a free year.
If you want something from the NCAA, just sue them. And it's like, oh God, we don't want to go to court again.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. Just you can have it because, man, those dudes lose in court every time.
Where their lawyers are.
I know, right?
I'm taking Vanderbilt because I'm rooting for Vanderbilt.
You've been a Vandy fan all season.
I'll just admit that one right off the
been
bat.
excited.
I'm picking them because I'm rooting for them.
Take the doors.
So go Doors. Anchor down.
Kick in the doors.
That's right. Liberty Bowl here in Memphis tomorrow. Arkansas and Texas Tech. The Hogs a 1.5 favorite. The total 51.5. Arkansas 11-2 against the spread their last 13. Texas Tech 5-2 against the spread in their last 7. What about this Liberty Bowl, Lang?
I like to look off the field sometimes
Yep.
for ideas, tips, how we're going to bet.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas and Texas Tech were at the Grizzlies game the other night.
Yep.
The Clippers game. The Arkansas players left at halftime.
Oh.
I saw the Texas Tech players up there in the upper deck sticking around for the whole game. So I feel like Texas Tech might outlast them. I'm going to go Red Raiders.
I think that's because they were drinking. That's why they stayed. By the way, Toledo, it was once 12-6 Pittsburgh. It's
Yeah.
now 20-12 Toledo.
Go Toledo.
So the Rockets.
Blood Hens.
Yeah. The Rockets are going. Go Hogs.
Go Hogs.
Yeah, go Hogs. It just means more.
Yeah, it just means more. I agree. I'm going with Arkansas as well, minus the 1.5. Texas A&M minus 3.5 against USC, total of 51.5. A&M is 3-12 against the spread in their last 15 games. USC has covered 4 of their last 5 against the SEC. Is USC good enough?
I don't know. That's the game I would park. Like, I don't know what to make of this one. I don't know who's left on USC. I know they've had transfers and guys coming in and out, and it seems like a mess. And the same with Texas A&M. Like, they've had a lot of guys transfer and hit the
Yeah.
portal. So I would. This is the one I would be like, I'm staying out.
Yeah, USC A&M.
Yeah, I'm not touching. Miller Moss isn't there. No, stay away.
All right, I'm betting USC.
Okay.
Mizzou, Mizzou's a 3-point favorite against Iowa.
This is
Total
just
is at
betting
40.5.
all of them.
Yeah. Mizzou, a 3-point favorite against Iowa. The total at 40.5. Mizzou is 16-0 straight up. Their last 16 is a favorite. 6-1 against the spread the last 7. Iowa, 9 of their last 12 have gone over the total 40.5. Mizzou, a 3-point favorite. I like Mizzou in the bowl game. I like Mizzou. I think they win this game, and I think they win it handily over Iowa because I think Mizzou and Eli Drinkwitz, they're a team that cares come bowl time.
I think Drinkwitz cares. I don't know about the team.
Why do you think that?
Because I've seen it, man.
Oh,
I've seen it in this Missouri
have
team.
you lived it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen it in Eli. I'm a believer in Eli Drinkwitz. What about you, Lang? Believer?
ESPN Analytics has it a 50-50 shot down the middle.
Yeah.
I probably believe in Eli a little bit more than I would anybody connected to Iowa, so I would lean the Tigers.
So you're leaning. Okay.
Leaning
a lean
Mizzou.
towards the Tigers. Roser, how about a lean?
No.
No. Okay.
Don't touch it.
Parking it?
Parking it.
All right.
Well,
I'm going.
Luther Burden's out, right?
I'm going Mizzou. That's all right.
Yeah.
It
all right.
just means more.
Just the best receiver in the country.
Couple of other bowl games, Miami and Iowa State. Anything here? Miami and Iowa State. Miami a 3.5-point favorite against Iowa State, total 56.5. Neither team is a good December team. Miami 2-12 against the spread in December. Iowa State 2-10 against the spread in December. So neither good bowl teams.
The more interesting thing is that this is the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Yeah, this is the Pop-Tarts Bowl,
Yeah.
so it means something.
It means something to those Pop-Tarts. They don't want to get eaten by whoever wins.
Right.
And now the trophy, have you seen the new trophy? It has a toaster built into it. And you can like put Pop-Tarts in the trophy. It's pretty awesome.
That's pretty neat.
That's cool.
They're still not sure if Cam Ward's going to play or not. He said he was going to play, but now he might be a top 3 quarterback in this draft. So I don't know. If he plays, I'd kind of probably wait down to the wire. And if he plays, I'd take them.
Yeah.
Because Restrepo is playing too, the receiver who's so good for them.
Yeah, I think the other interesting game is Colorado 4-point favorite against BYU. Total in that one 54.5. Colorado 12-2 against the spread their last 14. BYU 1-5 against the spread their last 6. Colorado guys playing?
I like Colorado. Well, yeah, because
yeah.
Deion's talked about it a lot.
Yeah, they're playing.
Yeah, he was like, that's part of the NIL.
He
deal.
also said that he better not smell any
saw
smoke
that.
on their hotel floor. He said, "I better not smell any, or that's the last puff you're ever gonna have." Yeah, as part of this team.
They showed. They
they're-
put out he was speaking to them on the practice field.
Yeah,
and he said
taking
that.
it serious. They're taking it serious. Is BYU or all their guys, or Retzlaff and all those guys playing? I
don't know. I guess
If
you don't-
if BYU's guys are all playing, like this actually
This could be a great game.
This could
Yeah.
actually be
Yeah.
because if all the players are playing, it's cool.
Yeah, I think this could be a good one too. I'm going with Colorado minus the 4 against BYU.
I would take Colorado also.
Yeah. Rose, are you taking Colorado? Or are you?
If it's
Let's see here. What bowl game is this?
Pop-Tart. No, not Pop-Tart.
no,
We
not
already did
Pop-Tart
Pop-Tart.
I'm looking at here. It's the BYU Colorado.
Texas Bowl?
Yes, it's in San Antonio.
No, that's Baylor.
It's the Alamo Bowl.
Where's the Alamo Bowl? There it is. Alamo Bowl. Okay. Yeah, BYU's only got 3 guys in the portal. And yeah, so it appears everybody's playing.
So this will be a good game.
Let's go. I actually like this. I like this. Give me the Cougs.
Oh, Cougs. All right.
Give me the Cougs. Yeah. We're going to Coug it up.
All right. All right. Well, there you have it for the bowls coming up this week, and then we got the college football playoff next week over the New Year holiday. So that'll.
Did
be
I throw you off? You appear a little shook that I
I was
picked
a
the
little
Cougs.
shook with your Cougs pick.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Got
look,
me a
this
little
is
bit.
just the truth. Go look at Colorado's schedule, who they played, and who they beat.
Who they played
Yeah.
and who they beat.
Go look. Let's
So
yeah.
you mean the schedule?
Yeah. As I said, go look at their schedule. Colorado finished
Isn't that what
fourth.
the schedule is? Who they played?
Colorado finished fourth in the Big 12. Let's just put it this way. They did not play Arizona State, BYU, or Iowa State, the teams that finished ahead of them. They did beat Baylor on a Hail Mary, and Baylor finished fifth. Then after that, Kansas State, who finished like ninth, they didn't beat Kansas State. They got waxed by Kansas, who finished even farther behind Kansas State. So again, what are we talking about here? That Colorado team, they ain't beat anybody. They ain't beat anybody.
Now's their chance.
This is their chance.
If only there was a
Prove me
way
something.
to know like which teams they had played against, though.
Yeah.
Like a list of
Yeah.
who they play
And
on
who
any
they
week.
won
and like
against.
maybe like a way to put
Yeah.
the scores on there. That would be really helpful.
Like a schedule. All right.
Like a schedule.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the weekend in the Shield. Plus, we got Fish Nuggets coming up, and then we got picks coming up here at the end of the show in our top 5. It's all ahead here on The Odds Couple on Grind City Media.
Grizz Nation, it's time to send Ja, Sharon, and Dez to the 2025 All-Star Game.
What did we just see, partner?
Take 3! Take 3!
Bane for 3. Bingo! This man Bane heating it up. Blocked by Jaron.
Most versatile power forward in the game today.
Head to NBA.com/vote, the NBA app, or simply use the QR code on the screen to send your Grizzlies to the All-Star Game today.
Grizzlies are just having fun out there tonight. Morant around a screen, bumped by Wagner. No look to Smart, lays it up on the window and in, and it is all Grizz. The Grizzlies have the fans on their feet at FedEx Forum.
When it's all on the line, you turn to the strong, the stable, the unwavering. To those with a history of raising their performance to meet the moment. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st. And you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Welcome back to The Odds Couple on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
This is The Odds Couple.
What's the matter?
It's week 18, chapter 6 of the large program. I'm glad you are with us. No CJ Hurt here today. Roser's here, Lang's here, I'm Fish. Glad you're with us. We got a big week in the National Football League. It started yesterday. The Kansas City Chiefs win again. The Baltimore Ravens win. Pittsburgh loses again. Let's talk about that just for a second.
We have to. Those games sucked.
The games did suck, but Kansas City looks great, and they just keep winning games. And Baltimore looked really good. And what's happened to Pittsburgh?
Roser said the other day that Pittsburgh without George Pickens, I kept thinking about this during the game yesterday. Roser was like, without George Pickens, Pittsburgh looks like a different team. The thing is, George Pickens, like, his middle name might as well be Pickens, looking a bit upset, because every time they pass to anybody other than George Pickens, you're going to get a lot of, I mean, he played at Georgia. I saw him. He did it the whole time he was at Georgia, too. I don't know. I know that Russell Wilson doesn't seem to be able to complete a pass without throwing an interception every fourth or fifth attempt. Pittsburgh, I don't know what's going on. I would stay away from them. Of those 4 teams we saw yesterday, I would say the Chiefs. And I thought I said it on the Monday show, like they got to lose eventually, right? Yeah. Maybe they don't.
Maybe
they just seem to have it kind of down to, like, yes, they blew out the Texans, but other teams, like, doesn't seem to matter who they play. They're just able to kind of like dink and dunk their way down the field, get scores, get stops when they need to, and they're fine.
Yeah.
What didn't they? No, they didn't play the Texans. Pittsburgh played the Texans.
They did.
No, the
Ravens played
the Ravens played the Texans. Yeah, they blew out Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they blew out Pittsburgh.
I think I'm not surprised. Like some of these teams, like Kansas City and Baltimore, are very they're the elite in the AFC, and Buffalo up there too. Like, I think the Texans are frauds. Like, I think they've been frauds. I don't think they're that good. I do think Pittsburgh's good, but Pittsburgh doesn't have as much margin for error. It doesn't have as much room for error as teams like Baltimore and Kansas City do. So I think there's a world where Pittsburgh could have. I don't know if Pittsburgh would beat Kansas City. I'm just saying I think there's a world where they play a more competitive game if they're not on their third game in 11 days. Like, I think that's an issue. I think that's why both of those games, I think there's a world where the Texans compete better against the Ravens, but I think the Ravens and Chiefs are better teams than those teams, and you can get blowouts when you have both of them on their third game in 11 days. The better team can end up excelling in that. I've seen that happen before. So I think that's what sucks about it. The NFL trying to force feed the Christmas Day game and force feed a lot of Thursday night games to us is you do end up with some bad football at times because you've got these teams on super short rest and an insanely physical game.
Yeah.
So for some reason, that was it. The first game, it was 17-2 at halftime. Mm-hmm. So for some reason, 17-2 feels worse than 17-0.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
It does.
We just see the score. You're like, oh, 17-2. Even though that signifies you made at least one good play, right?
Yeah, but your defense scored is outscoring you.
Yeah.
You got these teams that played Sunday. Then they played this past Saturday, and then they just played on Wednesday again. Like, that's just a lot of games in a short amount of time.
Yeah. This weekend we got Cincinnati and Denver. Broncos and the Bengals. Bengals 3.5-point favorite over the Broncos. Total is 49.5. Denver 10-3 against the spread. Their last 13, 8 of their last 11 have gone over. Cincinnati 5-2 against the spread in their last 7. 10 of their last 14 have gone over. Over looking good. Cincinnati Bengals are looking good.
Yeah.
But the Broncos have been tough on everybody. I like the Bengals. Well, I'm not going to say. I just spoiled it, but I have a pick on this one. Bengals and Broncos.
You should sit it out.
I'm going to sit it out. Bengals, Broncos.
I'll take the Bengals. I think they've been looking really good.
Yeah.
And
Joe Burrow playing like an MVP if he was
awesome.
on a decent team.
Jamar Chase looks good. Like defense is okay. Like I'd roll with the Bengals in this one. So I'll take Cincy.
Burrow has played like an MVP all season. Like, he's been unbelievable all year. Their defense has just got awful. I'm going to stay away from the total. Or I'm staying away from the side. I'm taking the total. I'd take the over 49.
And Joe Burrow just bought samurai swords for the whole offensive line.
Which is
if that doesn't fire,
and he bought one of the Batmobiles from the Dark Knight for like $10 million for like three. How much are those things? There was 10 of them. They're like $3 million a piece. He bought one of them.
That's a
freaking
bad
awesome
investment.
They're freaking cool as hell. Yeah,
$2.9 million.
Yeah, 2.9. It's freaking awesome.
That
doesn't matter. Joe Burrow's got a massive contract. You can pay $3 million for that.
Yeah. The big game, huge game of the week, Minnesota and Green Bay. This started as Minnesota as a 1.5-point favorite against Green Bay. Last I looked, it was Minnesota +1. Green Bay is now favored -1. Green Bay has covered their last 5 games. 7 of the last 9 meetings have gone over. Minnesota has covered 6 of the last 8 at home. So Minnesota now a dog to Green Bay. Green Bay the 1-point favorite. Minnesota keeps winning games and keeps winning close games. I think this one's going to be great. If I were a person that parked games, this would be one that I would park. But I do not.
You're not a parker.
I don't park. I think I'm going to go with the Vikings being at home. They just seem to find a way to win.
I would too. Sam Darnold, we thought he had loser DNA, but he doesn't seem to. He seems to keep figuring out ways to win. I'd take Sam Darnold too.
Yeah.
You know, this game was played earlier this season in Lambeau Field, and the Minnesota Vikings jumped out, I think, 28-0 on Green Bay. I mean, they were just all over them, beating them into the ground. And Darnold to Justin Jefferson. I've heard Colin Cowherd talking about Darnold to Justin Jefferson like, this is just an elite tandem here. And I'm like, bro, I don't know. Have you ever seen Justin Jefferson play? Literally any quarterback with Justin Jefferson is awesome. He's like the best freaking receiver in the world. He will make a lot of people look good. But they've been awesome. Aaron Jones in the backfield, Addison, Hawkinson, Flores doing what he does defensively. The Vikings are awesome. I've got a pick on this game.
Yep.
So I'm going to sit this one out.
Okay. All right. And then we got Washington against Atlanta. The Commanders are a 4-point favorite over the Falcons. Total at 48.5. Washington 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 meetings. 5 of their last 7 for the Commanders have gone over, and Atlanta 6 of their last 7 have gone under the total. Commanders 4-point favorite against the Falcons.
I made John Roser sit through some Michael Penix film study during the Clippers game the other night when we were sitting up there. That being said, I have a pick on this game, so I'm going to sit this out.
Okay. All right.
By the way, I looked up this Batmobile he bought.
Yeah.
$3 million, but he doesn't get it for like a whole year.
Yeah.
Because they have to like actually make it. But it says it has 525 horsepower, imitation gun turrets, a smoke screen delivery system, and a jet engine simulation. Seems kind of badass.
Yeah. It is.
That's worth $3 million, I think.
I mean, you're going to drive it in the street.
Downtown Cincinnati, yeah. Why not?
Roser, Commanders, Falcons?
I'd stay away. I mean, yeah, I'd just stay away. The Commanders coming off a pretty emotional win, so I think lean Falcons. But the Falcons just who did y'all just play?
The Falcons?
Yeah, who did y'all just beat?
The Giants.
Exactly. So, like, I don't know. I feel like the Giants are very much like the Bears and the Raiders. Like, they really just don't care, you know?
Yeah.
It's about the losses now,
Giants
not
are just
about the
awful,
win.
though. Yeah,
right. They're god-awful, so I don't know. I'm interested. 4 is an interesting number. It feels like begging you to take the Falcons. So, I don't know. I'd stay away.
All right. Well, I got a pick on this one, so I'm going to sit it out.
Yeah.
All right. How about some fish nuggets?
Love nuggets.
Ready for some fish nuggets? All right, here we go. We start each Thursday with the Friday Night Dogs. How are the Friday Night Dogs doing? Well, 35-23 against the spread. Here are your Friday Night Dogs this week. Navy, tell me which ones you might think, yeah, okay, I like that one. Okay. We got Navy, a 3-point dog against Oklahoma.
I like Oklahoma.
You like Oklahoma? Vandy, 3-point dog?
I like Vandy in that one.
Okay. Arkansas, the 1-point dog against Texas Tech?
I'm surprised they're a dog. I mean, I'll take them just because they're a dog.
Okay. USC, the dog against A&M? I like that one. And Washington State, a 17-point dog against Syracuse.
No.
I'm going Syracuse in that game, too.
Yeah.
All right, so not many that we like there. Maybe Vanderbilt. Maybe USC, potentially.
I'm surprised Arkansas is a dog. Just
yeah, Arkansas being a 1-point dog. There's a dog for you to bet on this.
Small dog.
Small dog, yeah.
Toy dog.
All right. The Oklahoma Sooners, they are taking on Navy. Oklahoma is 84-14 as a favorite. Sooners are favored by 3 against Navy. I put Army there. That's actually supposed to be Navy. My bad. Missouri Tigers are 21-1 straight up, and their last 22 as a favorite.
Wow.
They are a 3-point favorite over Iowa. Vanderbilt, meanwhile, 8-43 straight up as an underdog. They're a 2.5-point dog against Georgia Tech. USC, not a good underdog either. 4-27 as an underdog. They're a 4-point dog against A&M. The Green Bay Packers, as we move to the NFL, they have more 10-plus win seasons than any team in NFL history. They've done it now 33 times.
I would think they might have more than 33.
Yeah.
They've been around for 100 years or whatever,
Yeah. And then the New Orleans Saints, congratulations to them. First team to be shut out since week 18 of 2023.
How about them Aints?
So congratulations to them. They are a big dog this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been terrible. All right, there you have it for the Fish Nuggets here this week. All right, we still have our top 5 coaches in the college football playoff. We got picks. We got free picks, all coming ahead here on The Odds Couple on Grind City Media.
Get the squad together for this year's Junior Grizzlies 3-on-3 tournament. Presented by 2K at the Built Ford Tough practice facility inside FedEx Forum. On Saturday, January 4th, teams will compete in 3 games before advancing to single elimination play. Overall winners from the 10 and under, 12 and under, and 14 and under divisions will win Grizzlies tickets, including exclusive access to the pregame team shoot-around before the Grizz take on the Pelicans January 24th. Sign up today at hoopitup.com/Grizzlies.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board. A class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Ring in the new year at Southland Casino Hotel to win your share of over $100,000 in free play, cash, or a 2025 Lexus. On New Year's Eve, we're turning up the energy with incredible entertainment. Dance the night away to the beats of DJ Epic, Jerome Chisholm, and the M-Town Band, and an electrifying performance from Troy Laz. There's only one place to win when the clock strikes midnight, Southland Casino Hotel.
Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Welcome back to The Odds Couple on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Welcome back, everybody, to The Odds
Sing along,
Couple
Fish.
Thursday edition of the program with you each and every Monday and Thursday at 2 o'clock. Although this Monday we are going to be off. So no show on Monday, but we'll be back with you next Thursday here on the large program. We got picks coming up, including some free picks that we might have for you as well, which include tonight. We're at halftime of the bowl game. Toledo leading Pittsburgh 20-12. Toledo getting 6.5 points. So looking good from that standpoint if you took the dog in this game today. It's time now for our top five. And this week we rank the top 5 coaches in the college football playoff. Top 5 coaches in the college football playoff. I'll go ahead and start. I think we'll all have Kirby Smart at the top.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like Sark, and I think he's a really good coach to the point that I have him second on this list. 2, 3, and 4 were tough for me with Freeman and Lanning as well. I think Freeman has proven me wrong time and time again. I think Lanning has done a great job, obviously, with Oregon, and I like the way that he coaches games as far as things that he does a little differently than other people. But I like the team that Sark's put together as well. So those could be interchanged, but I'll go Sark 2, Freeman 3, Lanning in 4, and then I like Kenny Dillingham. I think he deserves to be on the list for the job that he's done at Arizona State, and I find him entertaining. So I wanted to put him on the list.
He
as
is
well.
entertaining.
Lang.
Yeah. If you can put my list up there, I'll talk about it because I don't remember what I sent you. I know I had Kirby Smart 1. Dan Lanning, part of the Kirby Smart coaching tree. I would have him number 2. I agree with you, Fish. I think Lanning, I like the way he's a defense guy. He's gone to Oregon and kind of changed the mindset there and is willing to take some shots, do fake punts, things like that. Recruited really, really well there, too. So I like Dan Lanning, and I feel like he's one of those young guys. Like, Oregon could have him as the coach for the next couple decades and be a powerhouse for good. I go Sark 3. He's kind of had some chances before. I feel like he had sort of an easy run this year at Texas. We'll see what happens next year when the schedule gets a little harder and Quinn Ewers is out of there. Dillingham, to me, is the same as you. Like, I thought he was awesome this year. And he's entertaining. If you're a fan base, like, he's exactly what you want as a coach. I don't know if they're going to be able to hang on to him long term. Like, he feels like he might be heading somewhere bigger at some point. And then Freeman, it's Notre Dame. Like, it's hard to compare it. It's like comparing a CFL team to an NFL team. But he does well. Like, they lose to Northern Illinois and then they beat the crap out of other good teams. So I don't know. I'll put him 5 on the list out of these guys. Who'd you have, Roser?
I got Kirby Smart number 1. I mean, he's won 2 national championships, so he's won 2,
consecutive.
1, 2, 3, 4 playoff games.
Yep.
Right. So, I mean, he'll be number 1. Number 2, Dan Lanning. I'd actually flip-flop this. I'd put Ryan Day number 2 and Dan Lanning third. I get it. It's easy to hate Ryan Day. Keep in mind, Ryan Day's actually won playoff games here. Like, you're naming the top coaches of the Ryan Day's actually won playoff games, unlike a lot of these guys. Yeah. Like, Ryan Day's actually won them when there were just 4 teams in the playoff. Like, he still has won playoff games. So, anyways, I would, I'd do Ryan Day. I'd flip-flop him and Lanning. Lanning, I guess, I mean, I don't know. It's pretty much a crapshoot after Kirby Smart and Ryan Day, I think. Sark, I don't know, dude. You never won anything either. You've got awesome players and you never win anything, so whatever. Prove it to me. Like, you've played one team this year. You played them twice, and they beat you both times. Again, why am I supposed to be impressed? Dan Lanning, cool. I actually would give Lanning credit. Like, I haven't believed in Oregon all year, and they keep winning games, so good for them. And then, I don't know, Marcus Freeman 5, whatever. Who cares? You know, yeah.
There's something about Ryan Day to me that just feels like, I don't know. It feels insincere. Like, it feels.
He has Rogaine hair color for his beard.
Yeah, he's got the Just for Men beard. Like, the whole thing. I don't know. Something about him just strikes me as like a little snake oil salesman-y.
That's fine. We're just talking about the best coaches in the playoff, and I'm not. I didn't ask if I would trust them with my life.
No, but I feel like that's part of being a coach. You got to trust them. Like, you got to. That's how players are going to buy into to what they're selling. And I don't know, something about I don't know. Lanning just feels like, you know, like earlier this year when he did the thing where he got the penalty and, you know, and
got creative,
like he'll do stuff like that and laugh about it afterwards.
Look, I'm willing to revisit this if like Dan Lanning wins this week or whenever they play next week. You know, I'm open to revisit it. But I'm just saying, as of now, like Kirby's won playoff games. Ryan Day's actually won a playoff game and played in national championship games and played in playoff games. The rest of these guys, I don't know, they haven't done anything yet.
CJ, who is not here today, CJ gave us his list, and CJ did not do the assignment correctly. It was the top 5 coaches in the college football playoff, and CJ didn't do it correctly.
Put Deion Sanders 5.
He had Kirby number 1, Dan Lanning 2. He had Dabo Sweeney at number 3.
Well, he's not going to have Ryan Day on his list.
Steve Sarkisian at 4, and then he had Deion Sanders.
Of course, I didn't have Ryan Day on my list either.
I didn't have Ryan Day on my list either. Or none of us had Jimmy Franklin.
You think Kenny Dillingham's a better coach than Ryan Day?
I think he is.
Based on what?
His coaching.
His team overachieved.
Okay.
Ryan Day's do not.
Ding.
I don't think it's possible for Ohio State to overachieve.
Thus I win.
Yeah, Ohio State can't overachieve. Like, the goal is national championship.
So they underachieve.
Yeah, if they don't win it, that's how their fans view it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, how about some picks?
Picks!
For this week. All right, I'll go ahead and get us started on the picks. We got some of the playoff games in our picks this week as well. I am taking Ohio State minus the 2.5 against Oregon. I don't know. Last Saturday impressed me a lot. Ohio State's 80-7 straight up as a favorite. That's a pretty remarkable number. I'm taking Georgia over Notre Dame. I trust Georgia as well. Georgia 54-4 straight up as a favorite. And they are a 1.5-point favorite over the Fighting Irish. I'll take the Dogs. I'm taking Baylor minus the 1 against LSU. Baylor's covered their last 6 games. LSU 1-4 their last 5 against the spread. I don't think they care. I'll take the Baylor Bears minus the 1. I'm going with the Bengals minus the 3 against the Broncos. Bengals have covered 5 of their last 7, playing their best football of the season. And I'm taking the Commanders minus 4 against the Falcons. Washington 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 meetings between these two teams. And after a conversation with Lang Whitaker, I decided the Commanders were a good pick this week. Lang?
All right, so I did a little math while we were on that last commercial break. Mm-hmm. You guys know this is season what of this show? Season 6.
Season 6, yeah.
We have picked 691 games in the 6 years.
How about that?
I have gotten 352 of those games correct. I have gotten 339 incorrect on my picks, which is 51%.
78%.
51%. You round that up. That's 78% correct. This season, 44-36, I've been leaning on the teams that I know are where I understand what's happening, where I have a feel for it. So that being said, Ole Miss is playing Duke this week. Duke does not have a quarterback.
Nope.
They actually have a quarterback. His name is something like Henry something the fourth, which scared me. Ole Miss has a quarterback. His name's Jackson Dart. He's playing in this game. I'm taking Ole Miss minus the 14.5. Texas against Arizona State. As much as I like Arizona State and Kenny Dillingham, I don't think they have the horses to play with Texas. So I'll take Texas and lay the points. If Ohio State plays like they played last week, they're going to win this game. I just don't think they're going to play like they played last week because we have a fairly long history of them not playing the same way week after week. Georgia playing Notre Dame. You guys know how I feel about the Doggies. I would say that Georgia apparently has re-added Will Muschamp as the co-defensive coordinator.
Yes.
He's back for this game. So I'm going to roll with my Dogs minus 1.5. I think they win probably by 7, maybe 10. I think they're going to run the ball. And Gunnar Stockton, you're going to see a lot of quarterback draw, quarterback QP pass plays where he, what do you call it? QPR, where you pick it and run. I'm totally blanking. I think Georgia's going to run. They're going to run a bunch of plays where it's like he has the option to pass or not.
RPO.
RPO.
So what you're looking
That's
for?
what I was trying to say. I knew it was 3 letters. QPR. Queen Park Rangers. I was watching soccer this morning on TV. I think they're going to give Notre Dame a heavy dose of RPO. Notre Dame's defensive tackle stud is out. And then this Commanders-Falcons game. I mentioned this on the show on Monday. I made John Roser watch Michael Penix film with me. Michael Penix was awesome last week. His stats were probably worse than he actually was. He was really good. His one interception was where Kyle Pitts just threw it to the Giants. He had a couple of incompletions where he was throwing it away to avoid sacks. He managed that game so well. All that being said, my life as a Falcons fan has taught me this is the game they're going to lose. They just got a big win last week. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost, which the Falcons needed to move into first place in the NFC South, and now they're going to blow it and lose this game to the Commanders. They still might make the playoffs. They still might win the NFC South, but they're going to lose this game to the Commanders. So I'll take the Commanders minus 4.
All right, Roser.
All right, Roser pick time. As someone who's a 49ers fan, I can tell you, we played the Detroit Lions on Monday night, and the Detroit Lions feel like they blew that NFC title game. I, as a 49ers fan, feel like you guys just weren't ready, and we took it from you. You couldn't hold on to the win. That's your problem, not mine. That being said, Dan Lanning, Dan Campbell, if you heard him speak the other day, he pretty much said they are out for blood. They will beat the piss out of us on Monday night. 3.5 is not enough. It should be 30.5.
Oh my.
We don't have anybody playing. Like our offense, we have one. I think. How many offensive linemen do we have? Two, and one of them's a decent player, and he's a rookie. He's the decent one. The other one's the center, and he sucks. Everybody else in the offensive line is different. Like none of them are good. None of them are good. We just had to sign like 3 offensive linemen this week to play in Monday night. Like that's kind of what it is. We're gonna get murdered. Lions are gonna kill us. The Packers, it's plus 1.5, right? They're plus. The Packers are dogs.
No, they're favored now.
They're favored now. Green Bay's favored.
Yeah.
I like Green Bay. Minus the 1.5. I think Green Bay gets revenge. I think they were sleepwalking through the first one, and Minnesota caught them off guard. I think Green Bay's gotten better and better as the year went on. It's the same way they did last year. Green Bay got better and better as the season went on, and then you saw what they did in the first round of the playoffs against the Cowboys. I think Green Bay getting better and better. I like Green Bay in this one. I'm going to take the Chargers minus the 4 against the Patriots. I think the Patriots suck. I'm going to take the only thing, it's West Coast traveling to the East Coast. That does worry me. I'll take Ohio State laying the 2.5 against Oregon, and I'll take Georgia laying the 1.5 against Notre Dame.
All right. CJ's pick. CJ, this is the first time for everything. He's 0-2 on the week. He's got Oklahoma minus 3 against Navy, Vanderbilt plus the 2.5 against Georgia Tech. He missed the Steelers plus the 2.5 against the Chiefs. He missed the Ravens Texans over 47, and he's got the Bengals minus 3 against the Broncos. All right, so an 0-2 start for CJ. Not a good start for his week. All right, couple of free picks for you. Anybody got a free pick? Anybody got something for us?
Fade the New York Giants.
Fade the New York Giants. That is according to.
I forgot who they were playing. I looked. I'm looking it up right now. They were so bad. They're playing the Colts.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the line is, but just take the Colts.
I think it's 6 or 8.5, maybe.
That's not enough. Whatever it is.
They're pathetic.
They're horrible. They play the Colts. at home. Right now it's 8. Yeah, Indy -8. I would. That's fine. If it got up to like 13, I would still take the Colts.
Yeah.
So.
I have no free picks.
No free picks from
No free
Roser?
picks, no.
All right, here are a couple of bowl picks I got for you.
All right.
We got today, a couple of bowl picks today. Bowling Green minus the 9.5 against Arkansas State, and Rutgers plus the 6.5 against Kansas State.
Ooh.
Those are a couple of them here today. And let's see, what do I got tomorrow? Navy against Oklahoma.
Ah.
What?
Oh, you got Navy. Huh.
And USC against A&M, going against the old SEC tomorrow. So, yeah, there's a couple of picks for you. And also, a pick that I have on Monday, I guess, or on Saturday, I guess it is. I do have a pick for a bet for BYU against Colorado.
Ah,
Yeah,
you
so
like the
I'm
Cougs too.
With you there, Roser.
He hates Coach Prime.
Going with-
You think
with
you
BYU.
also believe that they haven't beaten anybody?
Because if you look at that thing that's got all the games on it
The schedule.
Oh.
and the wins. All right, that's going to do it for us here on the Odds Couple. We will not be with you on Monday. We got the day off Monday, but we will be back next Thursday to recap the playoff action and to talk about the, I guess that'll be the final weekend of the
Yeah,
Shield.
there we go.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that and do that and have picks and all that good stuff next week here on the Odds Couple. For Roser, for Lang, I'm Fish. CJ will be with us next week, and until then, so long, everyone. Here on Grind City Media.